This week on Wednesday, Pakistan alleged that Iran fired missile and drone attacks on western Pakistan in Balochistan within its territory. The country's foreign minister said 2 children were killed and 3 others were injured in what it deemed as an illegal airstrike and a blatant violation of Pakistani airspace. It added that the action could have serious consequences. Later in the day, Pakistan recalled its own ambassador from Iran and asked the Iranian ambassador, who at the time was visiting Tehran, not to return. Iranian state media reports, which were later withdrawn without explanation, initially said the paramilitary Revolutionary Guard targeted bases in Pakistan belonging to a militant group called the Jaish al-Adil, or the Army of Justice. Iran's foreign minister Hossein Amir-Abdollahian, while speaking at Davos, confirmed the airstrikes carried out in Pakistan and said no Pakistani citizens were targeted, only members of the terror group who he alleges were Iranian terrorists on Pakistani soil. He added that he had spoken with his Pakistani counterpart and assured him that they respect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Pakistan and of Iraq. On Thursday, Pakistan retaliated and fired airstrikes on Iranian territory, targeting military hideouts, which were apparently in the Siestan-Balochistan province. Iranian media says Pakistani retaliatory strikes killed at least 9 people, with initial reports claimed that fatalities included 3 women and 4 children, all non-Irani. Pakistan, on the other hand, said it acted in light of credible intelligence reports of impending large-scale terror activities, adding that a number of terrorists were killed in the operation. In almost identical statements as Iran, Islamabad said that it fully respects Iran's sovereignty and territorial integrity, but its action was a manifestation of Pakistan's unflinching resolve to protect and defend its national security against all threats. The Jaish al-Adal, or the Army of Justice, is an ethnic Baloch Sunni Muslim group that's carried out attacks inside Iran as well as on the Pakistan government. Last December, the group attacked a police station at Rusk, a town close to the border with Pakistan. It is designated a terror group by the US and by Iran. This does matter because Pakistan and Iran have long accused each other of harboring militant groups that carry out attacks from the regions around their shared border, which spans 900 kilometers, that they share a delicate but a cordial relationship. And this wasn't the first time that Iranian forces have taken aim inside Pakistan's land, but this was the deepest inside Pakistani territory they've attacked so far. While for Iran, Thursday's attack was the first missile attack it has faced since 1988 in the Iraq-Iran war. The latest attacks take more significance because they come obviously at the backdrop of growing tensions in the neighborhood across the Middle East because of the war in Gaza between Hamas and Israel. Tehran says it doesn't want to involve itself in any wider, larger conflict, but groups like the Houthi militant movement that enjoy Iranian support, or Lebanon's Hezbollah that have been carrying out multiple attacks on Israel, and countries that deemed allied to Israel tell a different story. BBC also notes that with airstrikes on Iraqi, Syrian and Pakistani territory, Iran is showing that it can become a major regional military power. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard have openly stated that US bases within the Middle East and Israel's bases in Tel Aviv and Haifa are within range of its ballistic weapons. China, as part of its reaction, has urged both Pakistan and Iran to show restraint and avoid actions that would lead to escalation. Let's take a look at how this affects India, or what India's response has been so far. On Wednesday, India indirectly extended its support to Iran on this missile attack on the alleged militant bases in Pakistan, deeming it an act of self-defense. India said, and this is India's External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal, who said, and I quote, "We understand the actions that countries take in their self-defense." He added that it was a bilateral matter between Iran and Pakistan, but underlined that New Delhi is in an uncompromising position of zero tolerance towards terrorism. With this, of course, the entire neighborhood within the Middle East now seems more heightened. with the backdrop of what's happening between Yemen and Israel and Gaza, now conflict or tension between Iran and Pakistan, all of it very close to India.